Professor, you're a sorcerer? No, Miss Fay. We have already established that magic doesn't exist in this town. But then, how did you just do that? What you have just seen was the last and greatest illusion within Labyrinthia. Huh? An illusion? Magic is but an illusion, and this illusion has been produced through the power of suggestion and Labralum's medication. Everyone in Labyrinthia has been under this particular magic spell. Now then, shall we break the spell? Magic is the last mystery to be solved. You've seen through all my tricks, Layton. I wouldn't have done it without the vital hint you gave me when we spoke in your tower. The final spell is concealed at the start. Okay, so what does that mean? As you know, all the spells are listed within this book. Right, the Grand Grimoire. Now, what did Mr. Cantabella mean by the start? The front cover? Precisely, Mr. Wright. The final spell shall dispel the illusion. The correct incantation is hidden on the front cover itself.
Well then, Mr. Wright. This is the final puzzle.
Uh-oh.
Soon, a new day will begin for the townspeople. Let us put an end to this illusion, once and for all.
Yeah!
Final puzzle. Okay. Hidden on the magic cover, select the characters on the touchscreen and slide them over their counterparts of the tome cover to make them vanish. Okay. Let's see. Is that working? How is this? Like, how do you hold this? Select the characters on the touchscreen and slide them over their counterparts on the tome. Okay, never mind. Like that. This one here. This one is here. This one is here, I think. No, here, the big one. Okay, boom. This one is here. This one is here. This one is here. No, it's here. This one is here, right? No? Is it here? Where does this one go? So here, maybe? Okay, so it was kind of faded. Alright, so this one goes... boom. This one goes here. And this one goes... Where's this one go? Boom. That did it.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
No objections. The sun is rising, and when it does, its light will reveal the truth behind Labyrinthia's mysteries.
Now, Professor?
Yes. Shall we, Mr. Wright?
What? It's a crane. Oh my god. So the whole place is like being... Oh, wow. Wow. Mechanical stuff all above the whole town.
So this is the real magic behind Labyrinthia.
Excellent work, my boy.
Huh? Hey, it's Luke!
Ah, Luke was operating it.
Hang on a second. The town's full of machinery?
So much for magic. It was all done with these machines.
That's right. With magic, witches can fly, buildings can disappear. Those are no easy feats to stage. To make all those incredible things real, we needed a great deal of machinery.
Couldn't he have just, I don't know, made the magic a bit simpler?
A witch would say the incantation, and shades would stop time with their silver bells.
And they'd go wild with these machines, making all sorts of crazy stuff happen. That's so cool. I'd love to try it.
I took a quick crash course before operating the machines. Not bad, hey?
Yes.
Great
Luke.
catch, Luke.
What would we do without you?
So when's my turn? I want to pick something up off the ground and make it fly through the air.
I wish you'd stop looking at me when you say that, Maya.
Well, in any case, I think we should head back to the courthouse.
Right you are, Professor. The judge might have fallen asleep waiting for us.
The sun has risen above Labyrinthia and has shown us our town's true form. Well, I really don't think there's any need for a verdict anymore. The witches on trial weren't witches after all. I am deeply relieved that those I have sentenced are still alive and well. At last, I can step down from this seat with a clear conscience. And now, the final verdict in the last witches' court session ever to be held.
Yay, we did it! I'm very grateful for all the help, Professor. The feeling is mutual, Mr. Wright. A gentleman always fights for the truth. I could not have done otherwise. I'd like to congratulate the two of you too. You both did splendidly in the court. Oh, it's the judge. You've brought to light the truth about this town. Although I still find it astonishing that we could not see all of this. I know, me too. Or bump into it. It was just invisible, right? I cannot even begin to imagine how it was achieved. You were all given a very simple instruction when you were hypnotized. You cannot see pure black. That was sufficient. Wow. Oh, now I see. These strange contraptions are made from some sort of black metal. Wait, just a second. There are plenty of black objects all over Labyrinthia, aren't there? Yeah, that's right. My hair is charcoal black, too. Nah, but it is not pure black. What? What we often perceive as the color black is in fact far from being pure black. Our brains interpret reflections of light as colors. Objects which reflect even the smallest amount of light are not pure black. Pure black is only encountered within nature as darkness. Darkness, sir? The machines used in Labyrinthia are coated in a special material developed by Labralum ink. It absorbs light without reflecting any. It is the only material that can be said to be pure black. Oh, I bet this invisibility robe is also made of the same material, right? That's correct. And of course the bell tower was concealed using the very same material as well. When you think about it, this town abounds in all things invisible. Huh? Miss Darklaw, or should I say Miss Belduke? Yes. For 10 long years, your memories had been suppressed. The truth about what occurred in the belfry was invisible to me, you mean? Mr. Cantabella and your father knew it all along. They knew who actually rang the bell. What? Did they really? Is that true, Cantabella? As we have demonstrated, it was easy to deduce from the situation in the belfry. But if he knew that all along, why didn't he say something? It was, of course, for your own good.
Don't be angry at her!
You were trying to pin the blame for that disaster on Espella. Yes, I was, but if you knew that, why did you keep quiet about it? If you had only scolded me back then for lying, maybe Espella wouldn't have suffered such trauma. It was your eyes, Eve. What? Your eyes weren't those of a liar. You believed in what you said. You truly thought it was Espella. What you saw was too much for you to bear. Your mind blocked out the real memory of what happened in order to maintain your own sanity. Had I called you a liar then, you would probably have suffered a mental breakdown. Mr. Cantabella and your father created this town. You were mistaken in thinking it was purely for Espella's sake. It was also for you, Miss Belduke. Remember what your father wrote in his suicide note.
I have only two concerns. The first is my daughter. It pains me to be leaving her alone in this world, although she probably doesn't think of me as her father.
I had an argument with my father once. He was always thinking only about the town and paid no attention to me. So you moved out and broke off contact with him. But you were wrong about your father. Not a single day passed without him thinking about you. He helped to make the story I was weaving a reality for your sake. I've been so ignorant. I was so convinced Father was driven to suicide by you. Your father couldn't bear the sense of guilt he had accumulated over the past 10 years. Even though he killed himself in the end, I believe you were always the most important person to him.
Eve? Espella. Espella, what I did to you is unforgivable. I rewrote your story, putting you through all this. I can't believe I went to such an extreme because of one wrong assumption.
No, it's okay, Eve. I wasn't angry.
You weren't?
You've always
protecting me. And even today, you saved my life. Isabella. I also owe you an apology. After all, I forgot about my dearest friend. I'm so sorry, Eve.
Aww.
Ah, there you are, Eve. Where were you? Your cat's called Eve. You know what I've just noticed? You two are very much alike. You and Eve the cat. What? It's all in your head.
It looks like Eve has taken a liking to the other Eve.
You've got that right, and the similarity is really striking.
Oh dear.
Aww.
My accidental guests, Professor Layton and Mr. Wright.
Yes?
I must say, I am indebted to you.
Don't mention it.
You know, when I started planning my revenge 3 months ago, Mr. Layton was a part of my plans. I needed to lure him to Labyrinthia.
Why me?
You were famous in London, and word of your skills reached me even here. What's more, you specialize in mysteries. So I thought that if you came to this town, you'd feel compelled to solve ours.
Well, I am honored.
That's cool. And what about me?
Ah, well, about you. How should I put it? Your arrival here was purely accidental.
You mean it wasn't planned?
As you know, Isabella escaped and got involved in that incident on the freighter. As a consequence, I had no choice but to bring you here.
I see. I shouldn't have asked. My fragile
I know.
heart suffered yet another blow.
Nick, you can't escape your fate. You're doomed to always find trouble if it doesn't find you first.
How about some words of sympathy for a change?
I know, right? Jeez, Layton gets everything good.
I am terribly sorry. The only thing on my mind the last 3 months was revenge.
Whatever your intentions were, the last witch trial has ended in the best possible way for this town. You were correct in your judgment. You always are.
You're too kind to me.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Eve, for opening my eyes.
Sorry to break up this little happy ending, but I've sort of got an important question. Why were you going to end the story?
Only Newton knew the real reason. I am suffering from an incurable illness.
What?
Dad, you're ill. Is it serious?
It is a rare disease with no known cure.
Why didn't you tell me? Had I known...
I wanted this to be my secret. I suppose that was a bad decision on my part. I thought I'd finish the story before I died and lay the foundations for a new world. Honestly, I was desperate. I didn't much care about Labyrinthia anymore.
Dad, why did it have to happen to you? Especially now that we're finally back together.
Cheer up, Espella.
How can I?
Labrellum's new drug development center contacted me a short while ago. They have succeeded in creating a new medicine, thanks to Belduke's research. It's a top-secret wonder drug for my illness.
A wonder drug.
Newton had been working on finding a cure for my illness until the very end. It would seem that the cure was his final gift to me.
My father.
Newton was the truest friend I ever had. I'm going to undergo surgery. Do not fear. I shall return. So stop making that sad face, Espella.
Dad, will everything be back to how it once was?
Of course it will.
And Eve, will you still be my friend? Of course.
Aw.
Thank you.
Dun 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 dun. Mystery solved by Professor Layton. And that other guy with the blue suit, sadly. It's sad. I don't know. Layton got the biggest part in this. And I wanted Phoenix to stand out more, but... I'm going to drop by Miss Claire's bakery. I've got so much to tell her. Do you mind if I go... Dad, it won't take long. Of course not. Please do. Looks like Eve wants to come too. What? Oh, you meant the cat. Espella, mind if we tag along? Not at all. You're welcome to come. Awesome. Maybe we'll get some tasty baked bread out of this. I thought we were going there for a different reason. Well, anyway, I'll be off then, Professor. Pass on my regards to Missy Claire, Luke. So, what's going to happen to the town? I've released everyone from hypnosis. They will soon recover the memories of their lives before Labyrinthia. As of today, Project Labyrinthia is over. Ah, I see. They're free to leave if they so wish. I imagine they will make a run for it. This place will turn into uninhabited ruins, just like it was 10 years ago.
I have some doubts about that.
Your Honor!
I now understand that this town is an artificial creation of yours. Nonetheless, to us Labyrinthians, the past 10 years were real.
No one can yet tell how this town will change. However, it is possible that some people will want to stay. Who knows? Perhaps you will find yourself creating a new town along with them.
A new town, you say?
I am no longer the judge, but, if possible, I would like to remain here.
You have my gratitude, Your Honor.
You need not address me as Your Honor anymore, Sir Storyteller.
And so, the last witch trial has drawn to a close.
What did Mr. Wright...
What did Mr. Wright, Mr. Layton, and my father talk about? That I do not know. But Dad made a promise to me. Once everyone recovers their memories and he is cured of his illness, he will return to write a new story with everyone's help. This time, The story will be real, without any lies or illusions.
All the labyrinthians.
What a beautiful sound.
Almost as if it's
Seeing us
bringing
off.
in a new beginning for the town.
Thank you, Eve.
Ah, look at her. Oh.
Okay then. Whenever you are ready, Mr. Barnum.
Barnum's leaving. or he's just taking us, probably, I guess. Look at him, though.
Thank you! Thank you all so much for everything! Espella, you take care now.
You too, Mr. Cantabella. Bye.
Be sure to visit us again!
You can bet on it!
I wish all of you the very best. Mr. Wright, I knew I could count on you to stand your ground and fight me to the very end.
Me too. I always believed in you, Professor. And I know it's why we managed to get to the mysterious truth behind this town.
When we get back to England, we'll drop by and see you, Luke.
Great! I'll show you around London.
Oh, they put up statues of them. There it is. We beat it. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. Yet again, a magnificent game, in my opinion. I loved it. Every minute of it. It did draw me to Layton, for sure. Like I thought, like I wanted it to in the beginning. Now look at them! Look at them! Oh, I think I'm shipping some people right now. They're all like not knighted up too now. Like they're, trying to modernize the town a little bit, I guess. Definitely a game you should pick up if you enjoy either the Phoenix or Layton series. It really does ease you into it too pretty well, like difficulty-wise. I think I'm just bad at puzzles, period. But I mean, it even for people like that, that's what the hints are for. And the story was nice. The characters were cool, very fun. What? Mailer's a girl, right? Why does it look like that she's in love with Kira or something in that picture? Rugs and Mugs, I think their names are, something like that. Yeah, the story was good. It had ups and downs. I was sad at one point. I was happy. I loved it. If you guys might want to see the Layton series at some point, let me know about that as well, because I really would consider playing the Layton games now. Oh gosh. The judge is really singing with us his gavel. And look at her. They all came there to see her. The vigilante girl. Barnum back there trying to make bread. Not good at it, of course. Also, I'll tell you after the end of the credits about that. Looks like it's now. Oh.
You know, Professor, I feel like I've just finished reading a really long story.
Indeed, Luke. I know what you mean. It certainly was an enthralling adventure.
I wonder how Espella and the others back in Labyrinthia are getting on. I'd love to go back and see them. Although, I'd rather not have to be sucked into a book to get there.
Perhaps we should ask Carmine to come along with us.
Great! It's a real relief he recovered from all of his injuries.
Cool, cool.
But
Carmine
he
is
was a
cool.
bit put out when he found out you'd already solved all the town's secrets, Professor.
Well, we mustn't forget that we didn't solve them all by ourselves. We couldn't have done it without the help of our friends across the Atlantic.
I wonder what they're doing right now. Battling away in a courtroom somewhere?
Battling away in a courtroom. I doubt
wager
it.
They may well be, Luke. At any rate, we must make our own preparations. There's a brand new case that requires our attention, and that means a brand new set of puzzles to be solved, my boy.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'd seriously consider getting the Layton games. If I did it, though, I'd have to do it from the DS version on up, because he got, I think, a recent one that came out on the 3DS. Oh!
What's the matter?
Edgeworth!
Has the cat got your tongue? Or are you still in a holiday kind of mood? Perhaps your mind is as clouded as the English sky.
Any hints, Maya?
Not really. If only the professor were here. I think at this point you've got to use that patented spell of yours, Nick.
Patented spell?
Hello, Earth to Nick. Just when we think it's all over, you always use it to turn the tables.
Ah, got it. I just have to close my eyes and say the magic word. Luckily, I don't need a witch's scepter for this one.
Save the chit-chat for later, right?
Edgeworth.
I've almost missed that utterly annoying spell of yours. Fine, let's hear it then.
Just take a deep breath
Even
and give
Edgeworth
it
is
all
like,
you've
do
got.
it.
Well, here goes.
Objection! Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Dun, 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 dun. I love the Phoenix Wright music. So we got to see Edgeworth there, which is cool. Yeah, I also know that there are games apparently, or like DLC for this. I don't know if it's out on this one, but there's supposed to be DLC. It's like little short stories that you can play through, a couple episodes. They each have like a puzzle in them, and like it's like a short story type of thing. If you guys want me to try that out, let me know if they're out. If they're even out, I have to look. But I'd be glad to do that as well. As soon as I can. Yeah, I'm excited to actually jump into the Layton games now. For some reason, I'm just really kind of anxious to try them. Layton was a cool character, definitely. His fencing skills, like sword skills, and his ability to figure out all this stuff. It's just crazy. Can't count Phoenix out, though. I'm definitely Team Phoenix, 100%, for sure. But, you know, on the weekends, I might go, I might Team Layton. I'll leave you with the credits, though. Leave a like, subscribe, guys. Share with friends. It helps me out a lot. Keeps me going. And, we'll end that there, I guess. Finn. It's the mask and the quill, like he put down his storytelling. There you go. They no longer need Bazella, nor the witches or witchcraft that were essential for her existence. Cool. Reach past 3,000. Well done. You've just cleared the game. You may now make a special game clear save data file. You will be given a choice of 2 starting locations. The first is within the underground ruins. From there you'll be able to access the town and wander around freely, searching for hint coins and unsolved puzzles. The second choice is at the climax of the epilogue. This is the ideal for those who would like to experience the game's finale one more time. You'll be able to restart with maximum credibility, so even if you run short this time around, you will still have a chance to pick up those vital pick-a-routes that you missed. Okay. So yeah, that's another thing. I haven't done all the puzzles in this game. So I mean, if y'all would want to see that, I could always do that too. So let me look at extra content. So special episodes, do they have them? Okay, I'm not connected to the internet. Alright, so I'm gonna do this and see if I get anything. Yeah, like I said, I'll end it here. If you guys might want to see the special episodes, let me know. All that other good stuff. I'll see you later, boy!